infinite space. Can you conceive infinite space? Infinite space without end, meaning that if you were to go in any direction, can you come to the end of space? And then what lies beyond? Where will you come if you come to the end of space? Will you come to a wall? And then it says, end of space. What's behind the wall? No more space there. No. So infinite space, if you can imagine. No? So all infinite space is pervaded by the self. All infinite space. We perceive space, but not directly now. You can perceive nothing without space. Everything we see appears in space. You look, but the space we're not aware of. The space is infinite. The thing we look at is finite. We are attached to perceiving the finite. The infinite, we don't see. Even if you go into a room also, we go into a room and it's no windows. They tell, come in, close the door, and then you say, I can't see. But you can see. But you say, I can't see. I cannot see anything. But you can see darkness. But it doesn't count because you're looking for objects. You say, I can't see. I say, yeah, but at least you know there's nothing to see. But you see darkness, but it doesn't count. We look and we see looking for something. The mind is hunting for something. But space it won't report about. It's looking for the finite inside the infinite. Looking. Then it says, I see nothing. Yeah? So it says, all infinite space. We are aware of space. We are aware of space. Or maybe we are not aware that we are aware of space. To move means space. So it says, all infinite space is pervaded by the self. What could that be that can pervade space? Space even we are not so conscious of. We move in it, somehow we say like that, we're moving as objects in space, but we don't regard it much. All infinite space is pervaded by the self, but nothing else pervades the self. What can the self be? Even space we don't see, but that which makes space space we don't see. That which pervades the space we don't see. The space we don't see. Objects appearing in the space we see, but the space we don't notice. Nothing else pervades the self. It is simultaneously within and without. It is simultaneously within and without, inside or outside. It is there. What is that which is able to perceive inside and outside simultaneously? Where is that? Inside or outside? What could it be that is aware of inside and outside simultaneously? Where is it placed? Beyond inside and outside is where? It cannot be limited or divided in parts. It implies something, something nothing, that which exists. It cannot be limited, it's unlimited. It cannot be divided in parts. So nothing can cut it, nothing can change it. Just like from out of space, we put some walls and more walls, we make some shapes, and we say, this is this dining room, this is kitchen, this will be bedroom, this will be bathroom. The space doesn't know, this is bathroom space. It doesn't know, oh, this is bedroom space, nobody's allowed to come in here except who I want. This is kitchen space. Don't mix the bathroom space with kitchen space. But the space doesn't know anything. We cannot take a bit of bathroom space into the kitchen, grab a bit of kitchen space, let this one go. It doesn't work. It does nothing to space. It remains always all-pervading. Always all-pervading, and yet something pervades space, meaning it is there in space. And space is in it. It is inside the space, and the space is also inside it. It is extremely subtle and cannot be seen. It is extremely subtle and cannot be seen. How will we know it? I can even have it, can it be smelt then? Can it be tasted? Can it be touched? Can it be felt? Can it be heard? The senses cannot conquer him. The senses cannot catch it. Before senses. Can the mind even grasp him, you see? So if the senses cannot touch it, cannot conquer it, the mind cannot conquer it, mind cannot know him, then who can know him? From what standpoint is the one from whom these words now come to us? Who knows this thing? Who knows that it is extremely subtle and cannot be seen? Who knows it cannot be seen? It is extremely subtle and cannot be seen. It's primary to all qualities. Before qualities appear, it is there. This is what the yogis say. It is the state that underlies all other temporary states of the mind. So every state that come and go, it is the substratum, of all states. It cannot even be related to or referred to as a state. You may at best say it is a stateless state. All states change. They come and go. They alternate. But this one does not alternate. It does not change. Therefore, it cannot be a state. Unless something change, you cannot see it. You cannot perceive it. It remains unaffected, though it takes the form of earth, air, water, fire. So even though it appears in the form of the elements, the water, fire, earth, air, we say ether, space also. Though it takes all these forms, it remains always the same. So it is the same in water, it is the same one in fire, it is the same one in earth, it's the same one in air, it's the same one in space. Who can perceive him? By what can it be perceived? And yet by the uttering of these words indicate that it is known. By what can it be known? It is not an object. Though because it is, it causes objects to appear. The mind tries to grasp it, but it would also perceive the mind trying to grasp it. It causes mind to appear and give mind the urge to seek it also, and watch the mind trying to seek it also. But who knows this? Who knows this is at the end of search. Where is the understanding that takes place as a result of your hearing of this? If understanding happens, there's also awareness of understanding also. If misunderstanding is the outcome, there's awareness of misunderstanding also.